Yo, what's going on, my psychedelic squadron? It's your boy Trippy here, man. I'm about to go ahead and get into these rookie premier rankings from 10 all the way to numero uno. But first, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you enjoy the content. Two-piece those mofos, that'll help the channel grow tremendously. Also, don't forget to hit that bell icon next to that subscribe button to be notified whenever your boy uploads to the channel, whether it be the rest of Madden 19 content, my wish list for Madden 20 MUT, and then of course Madden 20 going all the way to God knows when. Enough chit chat, enough shameless plugs, enough all the BS. Let's go ahead and get into the video. So for time's sake in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and do the first four all together. As you can see on the screen, we got DeAndre Baker, TJ Hawkinson, Josh Jacobs, and Chris Lindstrom from bottom to top. There's gonna be three factors into my ranking system. That's going to be the team they got drafted to, the overall they are day one in Madden Ultimate Team, and then my predictions on their chances of getting upgrades frequently. I think it's pretty well known that these four players aren't really too high on people's wish list for rookie premieres that they want. DeAndre Baker, let's be honest, we all wish it was Greedy Williams. TJ Hawkinson, we all wish it was Noah Fant due to the speed, even though TJ Hawkinson is a sleeper pick this year. Josh Jacobs, unless he miraculously becomes the Flash, nobody's really going to want him. Running backs are a dime a dozen, and he's really not that fast, like I said. And Chris Lindstrom, unless the Falcons' run game gets way better than last season, I don't see that him really getting too many cards. But enough about them. Let's go ahead and get into the more high-end cards from the rookie premieres. Number 6 on my list is going to be Darnell Savage Jr. Drafted by the Packers, he's a 72 overall in MUT day one. And in my personal opinion, I feel like his chances of getting higher overall cards via whatever the promotion is going to be really high, honestly. If you look at the additions that they made in the offseason, the way that they drafted their team, and honestly, they got a really stacked front seven. On paper, of course, you got him paired up to Adrian Amos, who really isn't like a pick magnet, but he forces coverages depending. Not to say that it's going to be like that in Green Bay, but I just got a weird feeling that Green Bay defense is going to be pretty good, and Darnell Savage could be more of that Eddie Jackson type of mold. He's very versatile. He can come down and play in the box as well. Matchup, I'm not going to say play in the box as far as run game, but he can play in the box as far as matching up against tight ends, slot receivers, things along those lines. Expect him to really be a pick magnet, such as how Casey Hayward was for the Green Bay Packers a few years ago. And here is the former Oklahoma quarterback, Kyler Murray, #1 pick in the NFL draft. Got drafted by the Arizona Cardinals. Day one, surprisingly, he's only going to be a 73 overall. Kind of sleeping on him, but I could kind of agree where they're coming from. It's not like a skill-based thing. In my personal opinion, I don't think the Cardinals are going to be that good. And I damn sure don't think his chances of getting upgrades throughout the year frequently. Of course, they're going to probably do that Ghost of Madden's future thing, how they've did Future Stars. I feel like they'll incorporate that a little bit more. But in terms of getting upgrades such like Saquon Barkley did day freaking one, it's pretty low. His offensive line is still trash. His offensive weapons aren't really that good. They really didn't do too much to compliment him. They just really got him. So this is going to be more of a long-term thing. So don't really expect him to do too much as far as, you know, making moves and getting team of the week cards and things like that. And now we're going to go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of these rookie premier cards. And I'm not just saying that because this next person is probably over 300 pounds and strong as hell. I mean the best pickups, probably the best value that you can carry in a Madden 20. And we're going to go ahead and start with Quinnen Williams, man. #3 overall pick and the highest overall rookie premier card according to Madden with a 77 overall. Just got drafted by the Jets, #3. And the only thing is, I don't think his upgrade potential throughout the year is really going to be that high. The Jets really didn't do too much to kind of like make that defense transcendent. He does have Leonard Williams next to him. And if there's anything that I know, two interior defensive linemen that have as much talent as these two together could wreak havoc and possibly change the way that we look at the Jets defense as we know it. So with the main reason I have him so high is because of the way that the defense plays, the defensive line, I should say, plays in Madden 20. It's going to be crucial to have defensive linemen probably day one, especially if you're trying to compete head to head on MUT. You don't really get too much time in the pocket, and you want to force your opponent to, make as quick as read and get that ball out of his hands as quick as possible. And if he doesn't, boom, sack in the backfield. So I can see Quinnen Williams making that sort of impact. And of course, with a frame like that, expect him to make some really good plays in the run game. Speaking of having really good defensive linemen, who else better to pair next to Quinnen Williams day one than Nick Bosa himself, man? Drafted by the 49ers, number 2 overall, 1 overall less than him, but he is an edge defender. And coming from that Bosa bloodline, I expect him, not only because he's probably going to be more on the popular end, I expect him to actually perform pretty well this season, paired next to DeForest Buckner. And I think there's another pass rusher on that team. Please forgive me, 49ers fans, for not recognizing who it is that I'm pretty sure they have on that team. So, but the sky is the limit, honestly, for Nick Bosa not being, the number 1 option for the pass rush. You have other people that you have to worry about. He can eat over there. Kind of similar to his brother not having to worry about being the number 1 option because of Melvin Ingram on the other side as well. So I feel like they'll have kind of similar careers. Granted, Bosa's only been in the league for like 3-4 years, so pretty early stages of the careers will be very similar, if that makes more sense. So, plus, like I said, back with Quinnen Williams, D-line, especially off the edge. He's going to get in the backfield. He's going to make plays. Enough said. Let's go ahead and move on. And now, number 2 on my list is going to be Devin Bush, the 10th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Boy, did they trade. I'm not going to say too far, but they traded up to get this man. I mean, look at him. Look at the Jerry curl, bro. I mean, if it ain't a Jerry curl, it damn sure look like one. My boy looks ready to go, ready to get out there and get some tackles, man. Filling that void that Ryan Shazier unfortunately left behind. And in my personal opinion, I don't really think he's going to get too many cards, unfortunately. I think his rookie year is going to be more of a test run year. I'm not going to say he's not as talented as Ryan Shazier, but even Ryan Shazier didn't have like the best of rookie seasons, but he damn sure showed a hell of a lot of promise. So I will kind of see him following suit just a little bit in that regard. And hopefully he does come out and makes hella plays, seeing as how I'm going to get the bad boy. The reason I have him so high on my list is because you need a user day one in Madden. All the high-end speed guys are going to be kind of expensive. I'm pretty sure his speed is going to be pretty far up there. So he'll be someone that you could use day one, and you shouldn't have to worry about having a user on your team with him for a pretty long time. And with there only being one rookie premier left, let's go ahead and get into it. And I'm pretty sure you know who it is. That'll be Mr. Marquise Hollywood Brown. Got drafted by the Ravens, number 25th overall, 74 overall rating, which kind of shocked me a little bit. But looking at the highlights, his tape, his games, he's actually a pretty decent receiver. Cousin of Antonio Brown. Don't really know how much weight that really holds. I know I'm pretty high on this guy, man. As you can see, my predictions for him as far as his upgrades throughout the year are going to be high as hell. Yes, man. I honestly think, I'm not going to say that Lamar Jackson is going to take a huge step forward, but I personally think that Lamar Jackson is going to be a little bit better of a passer than last year. He's not going to be as one-dimensional. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of him, though. He beefed up like he's ready to take some carries, but I don't know, man. I think with having this type of speed out there and there being such a threat in the backfield to run at any time, somebody's going to get open, man, whether it be Lamar Jackson or Marquise Brown over the top. And unfortunately, with the looming threat of Tyreek Hill not really being here for the season due to this child abuse thing that he's got going on, unfortunately, hope that clears up pretty soon so we have some clarity what's going on there. But we're going to need a deep threat. Now, of course, we got other players in the league that are pretty fast. You got Will Fuller. I don't know what his overall will be due to his ACL tear. Of course, we got D-Jax. We got some speedy guys out there, but having someone with the speed of Marquise Hollywood Brown day one with, in my opinion, the potential that he has going forward in month 20 will pay dividends, especially for money spent guys out there, which I'm going to try my best to be next year. But I hope you did enjoy the video, man. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. 2-piece those mofos that'll help the channel grow tremendously, man. And be sure to let me know what your rankings are for these rookie premieres down below in the comment section. Don't flame me too much if you think that my list is kind of stupid. I mean, I'm all up for debate, but you get too ignorant, man. I don't know, man. That might bring the ignorant out of me, man. So we'll just don't be too disrespectful. But stay tuned for more Madden 19, Madden 20, Madden content in general on this channel. And until next time, fellas, peace.